All right?
Okay, right now I will explain it in Russian, so I
Yes.
start recording.
Good. Okay.
Для всех людей, у кого есть инвестора, люди потенциальные, которые могут во всем в этом участвовать, 51% всегда будет принадлежать Socium, потому что чтобы они контролировали все процессы, которые будут происходить в производстве и так далее, и так далее. 24,5%, скажем, процентов будет принадлежать Cloud Horizon, 24,5% будет принадлежать инвестору, который также проинвестировал в данный проект. Но он говорит, мы всегда открыты к тому, чтобы сделать самую лучшую сделку для всех, чтобы все от этого имели хорошую прибыль. Okay.
Okay. So if there are, and we are going to now provide for all the investors and everyone from the network as well who have connections to investors, a standard package and arrangement what can then be offered for these people as well. But the way that it will work is that if there's anyone in the network who has a private investor, you are asked to forward those contacts to me and to my team. We will take care of them. The network will not be offering investments to anyone, but if you know someone who is interested, you can make the connection, and there will be a commission paid for you to making that introduction.
So, for example, if I have an investor, so I need to give his or her contact to you, so you will have a private talk, and
Yes.
I will just commission from it, right?
Correct. Correct.
But okay, got you. But for example, if I'm from Russia, right? So people in Russia, they don't speak English. Then you will provide a translator, or they need to find a person who will translate for you guys, so you can communicate.
We can provide a translator. That's not an issue. We can have that communication. But I just want to make it very clear that the network, the members of Cloud Horizon, are not offering investments.
Okay.
But if anyone from your team in the future, somebody comes across, they would be interested, we can offer for them. But this will be coming not from Cloud Horizon. This will be coming from the Socium development company.
Okay. Он также говорит, что, например, если у вас есть инвестора, вы лично не... So I personally cannot be an investor, right? If I am the part of network.
Well, you can be an investor, but what we will do is we will put the investments will have a minimum investment, which will probably be around 100,000, 200,000 euros.
Okay.
So we are not looking for small private investors. We are looking for investors with minimum capital of about 100,000, 200,000 euros.
Он говорит, в общем, самое главное, что мы сейчас делаем, инвестора, мы должны напрямую, то есть я напрямую, например, должна соединить своего инвестора, который у меня есть, с компанией, они вместе собираются, находят переводчиков, все это оформляют, я как агент получаю свои агентские вознаграждения. Это первое. Второе, если они ищут инвесторов, у которых минимум есть 100-200 тысяч евро в кармане, которые они могут проинвестировать в проект. Вот. Это вот то, что он сказал.
Now I want to highlight that there's going to be more information given to you from Cloud Horizon in the next coming weeks, and we are going to give you instructions on how to process these things. Okay, but it's not your responsibility. It's not your job to find investors. Your job is to work with the network and to build the network, and we work together with all of these partners together.
Окей. Он говорит, вообще, конечно, вы если работаете в сети, то вы должны работать в сети, но все равно это ваша основная работа. Но если же у вас есть также инвестора, то вы их соедините. Просто я хочу вам сказать то, что очень важно, чтобы вы понимали, что вы здесь для работы в сетевом бизнесе. Но если у вас есть инвестора, то, пожалуйста, мы открыты к этому также. Also, so can we go to
next question? Sure.
Yeah. So 1 second, I have it in my phone. Where is it? 1 second. Okay, found. For example, if as long as we always have, I just want to one more time to make it clear.
Sure.
All the time when we have an investor and you guys working together to put the plans,
Yes.
the 51% will go, for example, to 24.5 will go to Cloud Horizon to tokenize, or 51% plus 24.5.
Yeah, 51. It will always depend on the project, but as an example, we could say that, for example, 51 plus 24.5 would be then coming into Socium, coming into Cloud Horizon, and that can then be tokenized. But of course, first we have to pay for the expenses, we have to pay the operation, salary, everything. So from the profit that is remaining from that, then can be paid out to the exchanges towards the token.
Окей. Он говорит, я у него спросила, то есть если изначально говорит, что 51% уходит Socium, 24,5% идет Cloud Horizon, все остальное там инвестору, все ли это будет вместе идти на exchange? Он говорит, да, но это будет, конечно, все немножко зависеть от места, где мы будем ставить, и также от инвесторов, но минус все вот эти расходы и так далее, и чистая прибыль будет идти на токенизацию нашего топлива. Okay, thank you.
But very important is this. Every one of these projects will be a little different. Okay, and the way that we are going to tokenize this will be something that we're going to always announce specifically per project.
Per project.
Okay, so you're gonna get information from these areas, but the most important thing that I want you to understand is that from every single machine that is being assembled, every single machine that we're gonna operate,
okay,
no matter who pays for it, who finances it, we will be tokenizing those machines.
Okay.
So that means that every single unit, every single machine that will be operated is going to increase the value of the tokens.
Okay. Он также говорит, что
that is really what I want you to tell to the people. So whatever is the details, you don't have to worry about those because they will always be different. The most important is that from every single machine that is producing oil is going to have a positive effect on the value of the tokens.
Он говорит, это многие вопросы задавали. Каждый завод, который будет ставиться, каждый завод, он будет оказывать свое влияние на токен, вне зависимости от проекта, вне зависимости, где это расположено, вне зависимости инвесторов. Все это будет всегда токенизироваться, просто будет в зависимости от проекта, где будет ставиться. Но все равно это будет анонсироваться заранее для нас, партнеров. Okay, thank you. Yes. Also, what kind of, okay, this is the question that I got. Now, what kind of fuel is produced most? It's like for cars, for ships, for what is basically the priority for the company to produce?
We only produce one type of oil. Okay, and that is called pyrolysis oil.
Pyrolysis oil, окей. Он говорит, мы делаем только одну нефть, сырую, как я понимаю, одну нефть, это пиролиз, называется нефть пиролиз, окей.
Pyrolysis oil is similar to the crude oil that comes out from the ground.
То есть, so it means it's like rural oil, right? Like from the, okay. То есть это сырая нефть, грубо говоря, это сырая нефть.
In our case, the difference between the pyrolysis oil and the crude oil is that the pyrolysis oil can be used as a heavy diesel.
То есть в нашем случае в чем отличие той нефти, которая выходит из земли, и нашей сырой нефти? В том, что он может использоваться для любых тяжелых двигательных транспортов.
So, for example, the boats trucks, heavy, big diesel engines, they can use the pyrolysis oil already as it is.
То есть, например, корабли, лодки и так далее, вот они могут использовать вот эту вот сырую нефть сразу, никаких не нужно обработок.
But the buyers who mainly buy our fuel are oil refineries.
Но те компании, которые покупают нашу сырую нефть, это те компании, которые потом с этой нефтью как бы изменяют ее в другие необходимые бензины и так далее, и так далее.
Yes. And they will then refine this oil to become diesel, gasoline, and kerosene for the airplanes.
То есть и потом они, покупая нашу нефть сырую, они могут ее как бы через специальные процессы получать из него бензин, дизель, газолин, керосин и так далее, все, что необходимо для разных транспортов. Okay.
But from our machines comes only one type of fuel, and that's the pyrolysis oil.
Самое главное, что я еще раз хочу вам донести, что выходит из наших машин, это пиролизис, нефть называется пиролизис. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. One more question. So, do you have an export? Have you ever exported? Yes, exported any kind of fuel which came up from PP5 and or which will be produced from also polypetron. The next machines, will be this fuel imported or not?
You mean exported out from Thailand?
Yeah. For example, you produce here per month around 20,000 liters, whatever. And will you sell it, for example, to Japan or to China, whatever? Will you have the...
Well, the problem with that is that normally, just to give you an idea, normally when an oil company buys oil, the minimum amount that they will buy with one time is about 5 million liters. Okay, so that's quite a lot.
Yeah.
And that's a big amount. That's if we're looking at any one of our, even if you look at the PP5, it's about 1 year's production, right? So we don't have to send the oil outside of Thailand right now. We have enough buyers here in Thailand already.
Oh, you have.
But if we can get a better price from somebody who wants to buy it in smaller quantities, we will definitely do that. We will sell it for whoever buys and pays the most. But just to give you an idea, here in Thailand, they use in one day more than 66 million liters of diesel. In one day.
Oh, 1 day, 66 million liters of diesel. Okay.
Liters. So if we produce 15,000 liters, 20,000 liters, even 1 million liters a day, it's nothing.
Okay. Смотрите, что я хочу. Я об этом не знала, но он говорит вообще, чтобы на экспорт минимум компания должна покупать 5 миллионов литров такого сырой нефти или без разницы топлива. Поэтому для нас это даже не актуально, несмотря на то, что даже если есть PP5, полипетрон 5, он такой должен сделать в течение года постоянной работы. Здесь же у нас, он говорит, очень большое количество покупателей в Таиланде. Но если у нас найдутся люди или компании, которые будут покупать нашу продукцию за маленькие, за хорошую цену, несмотря на то, что это будет маленькая порция, мы будем к этому, конечно, открыты. Вот. И я что еще хочу сказать, почему это актуально, потому что работая, скажем, в Таиланде используется в день 66 миллионов литров такого топлива. Мы, даже если будем делать миллион, это ничего по сравнению с тем, что делается уже, что уже покупается ежедневно. Okay.
Yes. So this means that we will always sell the fuel in that specific country where it's being produced for the one who pays us the most.
Ага. И то есть, значит, что мы всегда будем продавать на месте локации, где мы будем располагать вот этими своими заводами, мы будем туда,
And right now,
там мы будем
and,
продавать на самую лучшую цену. Окей.
and right now, the market price is approximately 50 euro cents per liter.
И средняя рыночная цена теперь за литр нашего топлива это 50 центов. 50 евро, извините. 50 центов
So,
евро.
so more machines we have, the more fuel we can produce, the more happier we all gonna be.
Чем больше машин, технологий таких ставится, тем больше будет производиться топливо, тем счастливыми мы все, так говорить, как говорится, будем. Okay, thank you. And then, so basically it's just a question for me. You will sell or everything only in the domestic place where you're going to do that, right? Only domestically.
Yeah, I mean, if we have a foreign buyer, for example, from Europe, who wants to pay us more, of course, we're going to sell for them. But right now, there is so much demand also locally that it doesn't really make sense to send it anywhere else.
Он говорит, на самом деле сейчас на месте, в любом месте, где бы мы ни ставили вот это свое производство, там большое количество того, что люди хотят приобретать это, поэтому нам не имеет значения, мы будем на экспорт или не импорт, там все одинаковое. Окей. So, for example, in the country of Russia, because I'm from Russia and my team also, we have really big companies like Gazprom, Rosneft, or whatever. They sell their own fuel, right? So we always say that we don't compete. We want to work together, right? So is it, for example, if you build the plant in Russia, how it actually will work out with Russia, for example, how you can see the perspective of Russia working?
Well, Russia is a very special market, as you know, and it's a very big market. It's like United States or China or so on. So it would be too early for me to give a plan. We don't have a business plan for Russia right now. We are focusing on the areas where we can move things very quickly. Thailand is very good for us because our home country, so to say. We also have already existing partnerships where we are just now finalizing contracts in Europe, in several countries there, in Africa, and so on. So we will start in the areas where it's easiest for us to move forward. And our target is that during this year, we will have operations at least in 3 to 4 different countries. That's our target. But I would say that Russia is a special market that needs its own plan, and we need to give more details about that. So we don't have a plan for Russia or China or America at the moment.
Окей. Он говорит, на самом деле, мы, вот это же от меня добавлю я, они экспортируют именно технологии, но не экспортируют топливо. Но есть очень много стран, которые хотят их эти производства у себя иметь. В Европе они уже заключили с несколькими странами договора, где они все это будут делать. Ставить в ближайшее, в этот год ближайший у них уже будет, у них есть намерение это сделать, и у них уже подписываются договора окончательные, и они будут это ставить. Но я просто спросила особенно про Россию. Он сказал, что Россия – это очень особенный рынок, так же, как это и Китай, так же, как и Америка, поэтому, чтобы это все шло в России, например, нам нужно особенно разработать отдельный бизнес-план, но нам легче начать именно с Европы, потому что там это необходимо, там это нужно. Вот. Ну, Россия – это отдельная немножечко история. Okay, Jay, thank you for this.
But I can also tell you that we have been in talks with some of the largest oil companies in Russia, who are very interested of creating cooperations.
Но я также хочу сказать вам, он говорит, что мы разговаривали с крупными большими компаниями из России, и они очень хотят создать кооперацию, или как сказать, большую, в общем, компанию вместе с нами. Мгм.
So our intention is definitely to create projects in Russia and work together with the local operators, but this is not something that we are looking to do during this year.
Мгм. На самом деле, в течение этого года мы не совсем открыты к тому, чтобы работать с Россией или с такими большими крупными компаниями, потому что они хотят начать в тех рынках, где им будет намного выгоднее, так сказать. Jay, but can I ask you one more question?
Sure, of course.
Basically, the very first time when I came here in December, I brought the person, he's like a representative of investors in Russia. And they were really interested in buying like PP5 at that time because they didn't know about what is going on.
Sure.
And they wanted to talk with you about it. So can I still tell them that they can do that, or?
Absolutely. I mean, if there is an opportunity that opens, we are we're very happy to look into those opportunities. So we want to keep our cards open, and also now through these partnerships, we can look into these opportunities in a better way. But we will always then need to be very realistic on how quickly we can move.
Yeah, for sure.
And how can we do things. So, but yeah, we are very happy to have the conversation, and we're looking for partners all over the world.
Okay, but how I need to connect you guys then? Like I just need to give them your WhatsApp or what?
Yeah, the best way would be that we organize a video call or a phone call, and we have a conversation like we can talk about this when you and me separate.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, I think most of the questions out, but I have more questions. I think I sent it to Sally yesterday. He sent it to you, right? But I believe you covered most of them.
Sure.
But people also ask about some kind of documents or whatever that they can see that you really have the production, that it's really connected. Maybe it's not your part, but it's that it's really connected to blockchain, and we can really see that every single unit is tokenized. But I understand it's not like really your part, but at least people are asking how we can really know that it actually exists, and everything which is promised to networkers as me, that everything is fulfilled and it works properly.
Well, this is something that myself and our team very much want to work in the future, and we want to create more transparency to make things to be more transparent, and also to start to expand the oil production so that you can see the oil sales happening at the blockchain. And then it will be very simple when you can see the incoming funds at the exchanges and in the blockchain, and you can see the demand that is being created for the tokens. This is where it all comes down. It comes at the end of the day, it comes down to how much demand is there every day created for the token. And the demand is coming from the sales of the oil. The more oil production we have, the more sales we have, the more valuable the coins will become.
Okay.
So the tokenizing part and the technology regarding that is an area that I'm sure that Stefan and Frank and Wayne Dobson will be able to answer you better. I will make sure from my end that we get as much oil produced as quickly as possible.
No, so you just said because that you want to make it transparent. My people would definitely ask when, like I don't know, they will ask how or when or due to which tools it will be made, because this is our mind.
Sure. These are areas that we are working now, and the new business model that we have created, which involves these partnerships, is going to allow us to do that much better than before. we need, and we will ask you for a little bit of time to get all these things organized. We are currently registering the companies and getting up and running, but you will see a lot of positive development on this one during the next weeks and months.
Cool. Я у него спросила то, что как мы, как партнеры компании, можем видеть то, что действительно происходит в компании, что действительно продается нефть, что действительно строятся заводы и так далее, что действительно все это трейдится там на обменниках. И он говорит, в ближайшие недели, месяц мы сможем очень много позитивных новостей услышим, очень много будет объявлено того, что происходит. И кроме того, он сказал, что они сейчас работают над прозрачностью всего этого процесса, чтобы мы, партнеры, видели. Поэтому сейчас регистрируется эта компания, которая будет принадлежать Socium, связанная именно с этим зеленой энергией, производством и так далее. Но в ближайшие недели, месяцы мы сможем видеть, какие позитивные изменения произошли, чтобы мы, как партнеры, видели, что все это работает. Okay, thank you. And so people also ask if you sell the fuel, for example, in Thailand, right? What kind of, who are your potential, here you have buyers, okay, we've heard from Dr. Mata that you sell it to ferries, to ships, but at least can we have some list of the companies that already buy it, so we can literally show to people that we're not saying something is, I'm sorry for my language, but bullshit, that is everything is true. Okay.
We will, the thing is that if you went to any oil company in the world, right? If you went to Gazprom and you asked them to give you a list of their clients, do you think they're gonna give you the list of their customers?
I don't know. I've never went to any oil company plant, so I don't know.
I don't think so. We will create as much transparency, and this is part of my job. My job is to improve this thing, and we will provide as much transparency as we can. If our clients are okay, that they are willing to have their name used, we will use it. Of course, we want to use it. But we, in many times when we sign these agreements also come with something called non-disclosure agreement, which means that we're not allowed to tell about who are our clients, because they don't want, that's their business. And we're talking with oil companies, refineries, government-owned businesses, and they don't want, also the thing is that they don't want their name to be used in our marketing.
In network marketing, okay.
Or any marketing. Even, you know, if you went to Shell or you went to Exxon or any of the oil companies and you asked them if they will, you don't see them advertising their
clients,
saying that it's used, unless they are a sponsor. For example, if they are sponsoring a sports team or a car or something like that, that's a different thing. But when there's business transactions, these things are usually done in confidentiality. So we will try our best to have examples and references. We very much want to do that, but also some of these clients, they don't allow us to talk about it. Yeah, and it's not that we don't want to talk about it, but they don't want to talk about it. And it's normal in the business. So we, because, and also the other thing is that we are not a public company. We're not a stock listed company. So we don't have the legal liability to show our customers who we are selling for. Those are our business. Those are our business secrets. Okay, who do we sell it for? Because the moment when we start to announce who are our clients, also our competitors will then go after those clients.
Okay, gotcha.
So you know, and this is not because we don't want to tell you guys what we are doing. I just want to be very realistic. This is business. All right, our business in the future, as we're doing it, is not depending on the network. all right? The growth of our business, the growth, the value of the token is not depending on the network. It's also not depending on private investors. It's depending on both. We work together, okay? But in the end of the day, in the middle of everything is the production of oil.
Okay.
That is our money. That is what makes us money.
Okay.
And that business is not a network marketing business. That is a manufacturing, it's a processing, producing business, and we have to run it as an oil company.
Okay, gotcha.
So we will share as much information as we can in the coming months, and this is part of, as I said, this is part of the thing that I'm improving for the business and for the company. We want to be very transparent, right?
Thank you.
But also we have to be very realistic of thinking, how does the business work? All right. So we'll try to balance so that everybody's, as happy as possible.
Okay. Я у него спросила о том, что на самом деле сейчас многие спрашивают список клиентов, которые есть у нашей компании, чтобы мы могли прямо озвучивать. И он сказал, на самом деле, если вы придете в любую компанию типа «Газпром», это реальность. Он говорит, давайте будем реалистами, никто вам не скажет, кто является... Давайте посмотрим с перспективы бизнеса, потому что я говорю о том, что здесь те, даже мы с кем мы подписываем контракт для продажи топлива, многие из них не хотят быть показаны, это нормально, это часть. Это не значит, что мы не хотим делиться с вами этим списком и так далее, но мы попробуем сделать как можно больше, мы делаем себе видео, что мы действительно работаем, идут работы, но те компании, которые захотят быть в списке, мы их вам, естественно, покажем. В ближайшие месяцы вы это все увидите, и это моя работа, это сделать, который делает пластик в топливо. Этот бизнес не зависит ни от сетевого составляющей, ни от инвесторов или еще кого-то, от партнеров и от также компаний, инвесторов и всех. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Let me check if I have other. I'm sorry, I'm taking so much time.
Whatever you need.
Thank you very much for your time. So one of the main questions I received is like, there are many companies who already do the plastic to fill business, or the company that you already picked and you will work with, because we really, it's just we need to know that everything works, properly, and we work for the good deeds.
Yeah. So what we have done is we have evaluated the best machinery manufacturers on the market, and the most important elements of what we have evaluated is that the machines are reliable, they are effective, and they are efficient. Those are the most important elements.
Okay. So, sorry, my laptop is dying. So basically, it means that with all these companies, you already made the contracts, right? So you negotiated negotiated working together, and these companies, because I just ask, because I studied a little bit of business. So basically, they have kind of similar role model as yours, or business mode, not role model, business model as yours, or it's just a partnership or something different, or how you're going to. I understood this idea of Apple Store, but still, I didn't really. This question made me think a lot, so I was just thinking about it.
So are you talking about the machinery suppliers?
Yeah.
Okay, so think about it like this. You and me, now we decide that we want to open an Italian restaurant in Bangkok.
Okay.
Okay. The Italian restaurant, to become successful, needs many things, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it needs a pizza oven, but it also needs a manager. It needs staff. It needs tables, chairs, the location, marketing, sales. We need to have suppliers for all the different foods. We need menu, we need a chef. Okay. The pizza oven is just one part.
Okay.
Right? Okay. So what we are doing is we are buying the best pizza oven on the market.
Okay.
And we are bringing everything else around it.
Okay.
That is our business. And we have looked over 100 different pizza ovens. And we decided to work together with 3 companies who have been doing pizza oven successfully already for several years. That's it.
Окей, гачи. Я у него спросила, чем же отличаются эти новые компании, партнеры, с которыми будет теперь работать наша компания. И он сказал, что давайте представим на примере пиццерии. Вот у вас есть духовка, вам обязательно нужна духовка, где вы будете делать пиццу, вам нужен менеджер, шеф и так далее, и так далее. Но самое главное, здесь самое главное, это поставить правильную духовку, которая будет давать самую вкусную пиццу, а все, что остальное будет идти, это уже много будет зависеть от того, как мы это поставим. Мы, в принципе, сделаем здесь то же самое. Мы находим очень хорошие вот эти вот технологии, и вокруг них выстраиваем нашу работу.
And if Sepco can produce and give us the best pizza oven that we need on that moment, the best machine, we will use it from Sepco. If not, then we will get it from someone else.
То же самое Сипко, если Сипко, оно будет давать обещанную, то, что они обещали, делать это как должно быть, то есть как они обещали изначально, тогда мы будем работать с Сипко, но если нет, тогда, естественно, мы найдем другого потенциального как сказать, технологию, которая будет работать так, как нам нужно. I think